That's right, Chris. The top two scorers on both teams. That's Providence's Bryce Hopkins and Georgia's Jabri Abdur-Rahim looking to turn it around today. They shot a combined 5 of 26 last game. I spoke to Bryce's dad, Clyde, and Clyde said Bryce is a student of the game. The two watch film after just about every game. As for Jabri, Coach White said he always thinks the next shot is going in. I'm not worried about Jabri whatsoever. Starting lineups, Chris, take it away.
Nicely done, Sam, and you'll notice.
Welcome back. We are at the Baha Mar Resort, and there's so much fun to be had, including this right here. We've got the Thunderball. Wooga Papa, you ready? You're about to go down this.
Yep, of course.
Now, this is, you understand, this is 79 feet from top to bottom. That's the equivalent of 6 stories, and you could go upwards to 25 miles per hour down the slide, so you're not nervous.
No nervous.
We got this. Post-slide reaction, what you got?
10 out of 10. Highly recommended. I ain't gonna lie, it was better than I thought though. It dropped my heart a little bit. I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Oh my goodness. Sam Hyman, he did the slide by himself last year. I'm happy we got him a buddy. Wooga experienced that 60-foot, what do you call it, heart-dropping slide?
Heart-dropping, yes, it was heart-dropping. And Wooga came clean. He actually said that he was very nervous right before he was going to push himself down that slide. So he admitted that, and it was quite funny. He's a funny guy. He actually told me that the reason why his name is Wooga, his nickname, we walked up the slide together, and I asked him, why is your nickname Wooga? And he said his grandmother gave him that name because she saw a lot of boogers in his nose as a kid growing up and just rhymed it and said, I'm calling you Wooga. He's funny. He's got all the humor. A 26-13 lead for Miami as we welcome you here inside the Baha Mar Convention Center. And we are joined by a very special guest. He is the president of Baha Mar, Graham Davis. Graham, in 2017, this resort opened, and it is arguably the hottest resort in the world. The growth. BD Global asked you to bring basketball here, and here we are. Did you envision this growth?
Well, absolutely. It's an incredible growth.
The Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Philip Brave Davis. Philip Brave Davis, this is quite the spectacle here as the crowd continues to get bigger and bigger each year. What do people need to know when they come to the Bahamas about basketball? What are some early memories of basketball with you, a former basketball player, introducing him to the game?
Well, basketball has been, so close to us as a family.
Sam has more on the fifth-year senior.
Spoke to Justin Hill's mom, Donna, who was a 1998 ACC Player of the Year at Virginia, and I asked Donna, what's one of your favorite memories from Justin as a little kid and his love for the game? Follow this. Preseason in high school, Justin's dad was a volunteer coach. One game his dad wanted to get everyone in the game, so Justin started and then came out early. It was taking a while for Justin to get back in, so Justin pulls out his phone on the bench and texts his mom and says, can you please tell Dad to put me back in the game? Justin and his mom, Donna, made eye contact, and Justin got back in the game. It was an early sign of Justin's toughness and love for the game of basketball. So I chatted with head coach Jim Larinaga and asked him, did you say anything specific to Nigel before this game, knowing he's facing his former team? And Jim smiled and said, nope, we always prepare for every opponent the same way. I asked Coach Larinaga, what impresses you the most about Nigel's game? And Jim said everything. I told him before the season he reminds me of Shane Larkin, former Miami guard, a top 20 pick in the 2013 NBA draft. Nigel does everything you want a point guard to do. On-ball defense, handle the ball, the list goes on and on. Arthur Kaluma on an absolute mission right now, guys, and I caught up with his head coach when he was at Dream City Christian, a school in Glendale, Arizona, and I asked Kyle Weaver, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Arthur? And he said, hard worker. Arthur came back to Glendale, Arizona this past summer to work out with Coach Weaver, and they focused on shooting form and ball handling. That shooting is lights out today, 5 of 7 from the floor. That's right, Kyle Macy, Noah Thomason, what a journey it's been. I asked him what part of your game has grown the most from the beginning of college to now. This is his 4th school at the college level. He said shot-making ability. Early on in my career, I would just drive to the basket. Now I see myself making a lot of elite shots. The coaching staff here at Georgia has told me that I needed to do that. I asked him why Georgia for your final year in college. He said he was very familiar with Justin Hill on the team. They're from the same area, and Hill told Noah great things about this coaching staff. Yeah, Chris, so defensively, Georgia has this thing where if they get 3 straight defensive stops, it is recorded as a bite, a Bulldog bite. The bench will start barking loudly after 2 straight stops to try to build up some anticipation of getting that 3rd stop. Coming out of that timeout, Georgia stopped them 4 straight times, so the barking was pretty loud over there. Yeah, what an inspiration. Norchad is the first person from Nicaragua to attend a Division I school on a basketball scholarship, and on a Miami Athletics podcast, he actually was a baseball player growing up. He played a bunch of sports, but a baseball player at the age of 15. He was clock throwing the baseball at 85 miles per hour. So his sister, who I spoke to, Anisha, 8 years older, talked to me about how much of an inspiration he is. Kids look up to him in Nicaragua because of what he's accomplished already, being the first person from Nicaragua to attend a D1 school on a basketball scholarship. So always that constant reminder, remember, you got kids watching.